Hello, everybody out there. Welcome to episode 27 of the TechTeenth Podcast, where Black excellence and technology meet. I'm Janita Brock.
I'm C. Jones.
I'm Otis Ricks, 252 in this.
Hey, there you go.
Every week
Ending
we
this
add
year
something
strong.
252 in this bit.
In this year strong.
Right.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. So how are y'all? How's everything going?
Wrapping up the year.
Yeah.
It's coming to a close.
Almost there.
It is. It
Yeah.
is. Guess whose birthday just passed?
Hey.
Me.
Birthday. It's your birthday.
Shout out to all my Sagittarians out there.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyway.
You want to
Well, happy belated birthday.
Thank you.
With the world?
No.
No?
If you found me on socials, you seen it.
Go follow
you
her.
know what it is. Nah.
Yeah.
Your girl, I find I am definitely one of the people who's like, I want to celebrate my birthday.
Mm.
It is an important day for me. I like it because I
Yep.
genuinely do not celebrate myself throughout the
Mm.
entire year. Like, I am devoted to so many other things. So it is my kind of like, you know what? Yeah, I am
Yeah.
going to be that person
And
who's like,
people want to love on you.
yeah,
Right.
and I found, like, to my happy surprise, I had so many people who were like, yo, where's the invite? Like, what you doing this year? You
Yeah.
always got something going on. And so it feels a blessing, too, to almost have it as, like, I feel like it's become like a Christmas version of a Friendsgiving a little
Mhm.
bit of like, yeah,
Okay.
sure, people are
It's
there to
easy.
celebrate me, but it also feels like a holiday party that now after so many years, everybody there knows each other. So it's
Mhm.
not like a awkward, I don't know. I
Yeah.
just love it. It
Yeah.
always makes
Yeah.
me feel good just
Good.
to see people
And
have a
a
good
great
time.
way to end the year with people celebrating you. I don't want to steal the show here, but I know it's a time of reflection for you as you're 1 year younger.
No, when you're older, I welcome aging.
There we go.
I welcome
Yeah.
aging.
There we go.
Yeah,
So,
moisturizer.
37 don't look
Yeah.
too bad,
Mhm.
right?
That Lehigh moisturizer.
Mm, right.
It's doing
That
its
butter.
thing.
Butter. Yeah.
But yeah, so New Year,
Yeah.
right?
Coming up, yep.
And that's kind of what we're talking about here. So New Year in life for me. But this topic today is actually a kickoff into a new year, new vision.
Mhm.
Because this will be our last pod for the year.
Is it? We might do some
No,
more.
you're
We
gonna
might
do
do
some
some
more?
more.
Yeah, yeah.
We might do a couple more.
I don't know.
We want to get to 30.
Yeah.
We're trying to get to 30 this year.
Can we get to 30?
Yes.
Are there
No,
enough weeks
we
left?
can't.
There aren't
No.
enough weeks
We'll
left.
get to 29 by the end of this year. But for this season, we'll get to 30. How about that?
Well, y'all
We'll
let us
see.
know this should be our last episode, and how about that?
Yeah.
Okay. Either way.
It may or may not be.
Okay. So, but as we prepare for the new year, we still wanted to talk a little bit about new year, new goals. You know, that's
Mhm.
always the topic as people come up to the new year. And I find that there are different tactics people take that may be innovative, or people love the good old faithful vision board, all those things.
I hate them. I hate vision boards.
Why?
Because we starting the day?
Yeah, I hate vision boards. No, I feel like I've seen a lot of people do a lot of vision boards, and none of them visions came anywhere close to being
That
true.
ain't got nothing to do with you, though.
But why put all that effort into creating a vision
Maybe
board
people
when
just
you
say-
ain't going trying to get to that vision?
Okay, well, how do you track yours then? How do you track your goals for the year? Or what are your...
I got a bunch of different things. We ain't gonna start with me. 'Cause
No,
I got
come
a
on.
bunch.
We here now. We
All right,
here
bet.
now.
So daily, I got a habit tracker app that I use. So I got 35 habits every day that I got to do that I started from my goals last year, right? So my goals for this year. So I literally, instead of putting them on a vision board, I said, these are the things I want to accomplish this year. And let's put them in an actual app. It's called Grit app. You can put them in there and it gives you, it's gamified a little bit. So when you complete something, they give you all these stars and all this stuff. So it keeps me on point. Notifications throughout the day if I didn't do a habit, and it tracks it. So if I'm on a habit that I've been doing for 260 days right now, waking up early in the morning, it's like wake up before 6 a.m. So that's my daily kind of habit. I started at the beginning of the year with the vision that I wanted and the goals I wanted to accomplish this year. And I put them in as daily things that I need to do to accomplish this big goal.
So I was going to say, I feel like the reason why most people think vision boards are bullshit is because people aren't clear on how to set goals and like what vision really should look like and be attainable in a year. I think it's fine to have, it's like, there's a difference between a vision for yourself and aspirations. You know what I mean? Like there's a big thing between like, oh, this is what I like. And then this is the dream.
Don't put a yacht up there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm going to be a billionaire by next month, by January 1st.
What we talking about, you know?
Yeah.
Or like even people who are like, oh, I want to see a husband. I'm like, you want to meet and marry a dude in a year? That sounds
it's possible.
psychotic.
I've seen it happen.
I have too. Are they still together?
I think they died.
Some are, some aren't.
What?
Yeah,
Oh,
they
God.
died. Yeah.
This is with morbid.
Yikes.
Okay, let's keep it
going.
Yeah.
I was like,
Jesus. I wasn't
okay.
expecting that answer.
Me either. Anywho, but no, back to that thought though, that I do think sometimes the vision boards, it's like, hey, are the goals you're setting realistic?
Yeah.
And then I actually personally don't believe in setting a year goal because you have no idea what the year is going to like put ahead of you. And I think putting that level of expectation that in the next 365 days, I'll be able to keep this up is just a hard thing. There's a book called The 12-Week Year that I love, I swear by. And it's basically how you can, and it's different than like quarter thinking, but basically it's you sit down, you think about, hey, where do I want to be in 1 to 3 years, right? High level. But then you actually bring it back and say, okay, let's say it's, I want to save X amount of money, right? And it's like, okay, well, what can I do now to actually get me towards that goal? And maybe it's, hey, I actually need to pay off some debts before I can realistically save, you know? And so it's not just this like, okay, whatever. It's like, okay, what's the first thing I can do? Making that a habit. And then you check that off. So then that way, by the time you actually get to the 3 years, you have not just saved, but you've crawled yourself out of debt or put yourself in a better place.
Well, so neither one of us do vision boards.
Right.
Yeah, I don't do vision boards either.
None of us. I mean, so the last year was the first time that I've done something similar a vision board, but it was more of like, I wanted some of the things to be a reminder on my phone. So I made a collage of things that I wanted. So like I wanted to be closer to God. So I just had a photo of a Bible. I wanted to be around my friends and family more. So I had different photos of me and my friends. I wanted to be more disciplined, so I just had the word discipline. So it was like I had a podcast on there now that I think about it.
Yo, look
but
at that.
I wasn't thinking about it for us.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
no, because it was at the top of the year. We hadn't talked about this then.
Wow, that's crazy.
So I'm just saying, but it's like those things that then it's like you're looking at these things every day as more of a reminder, and it's not far-fetched. And I mean, even I guess, sorry, I'm having a little bit of an epiphany moment of like, shit, maybe it does work.
Yo, I know, right? Wait, so you created a collage and made it your background screen on your
so
phone?
I could look at, because that was the bigger thing for me with the vision board was I was like, where the hell am I going to put up this tacky thing in my house? Like, what am I going to put? Poster board? No offense to anybody who doesn't. I'm so sorry. But it's like, where am I going to put this thing that I did arts and crafts project with?
Arts
like,
and crafts.
I mean, because I got a grown woman home. Like, where am I going to put
magazines?
You know what I mean? Like, where am I going to put this?
I don't even have enough magazines.
And
my family does it every year.
throw it away.
For New Year's.
Okay.
They go to
your family does it.
My mom, my sister, my niece, they started a few years ago.
That's dope.
But that feels more like
they go to a beach
bonding
trip and it's like a big thing. So yeah, my son a couple of things. One year I'm like, okay.
But do y'all do individual or y'all do a family?
No. Individual vision board. They just do it together.
Y'all should do a family one too.
That's dope.
The whole, what do we want to do as a family?
Yeah. Baby steps. Yeah.
That's dope though. I like that idea.
So you have your habit tracker.
I got, on my phone.
You do everything quarterly.
Well, I do everything
collages.
quarterly, but if I were to look at an annual thing, I do a word. I picked that up from like Buckhead Church like some odd years ago that I liked it instead of a revolution? New Year's Revolution?
Revelation.
No.
Resolution.
Resolution.
Okay.
We're both wrong. I was like, I know I'm not saying it right. I know I'm not saying it right. Somebody say me.
Well, you do a what?
Resolution. A word.
What's
so
that?
like a guiding word for a year.
Oh,
so like,
that's what
we're talking about earlier. Okay, a word. Okay, yeah.
So, but you do it. You talk about it.
So I did something really hard a few years ago. I did 10-year goals. Right.
Jesus.
So it's really hard to do 10-year goal. You talk about family, relationships, religion, friends. You put so many different contexts or so many topics, and you just kind of break it down of how do I want to be around my friends or what I want to receive from them and family, etc. Money goes everything, right? But again, I take all of that and then I live my year, my thing for the next year, I do a word for the year, and that's it. So my word for the 2025 was abundance. Right? I felt like I was, saving too much or not kind of like buying that thing or just kind of thinking about it too much. I spent a lot of time wasting, kind of thinking about it versus just sliding the card. I have the money for it. Let me just do it and just got it. And it saves so much time as, more mental clarity for me. So I kind of look at how my year went and say, well, what I want to work on to be better. So word or words, because it'd be some words for next year for 2026.
Theme, I guess.
Yeah, for theme for next year. So
I
but I appreciate that all you guys are writing it down, but there's, for our audience, there's multiple ways to track your goals for you other than just a vision board. That's what we're getting to.
1000%.
Didn't you say you were going to do a whiteboard too? Or do you do a whiteboard? We talked about a whiteboard, but that's another way.
Well,
instead of having a poster board, to your point, just put a whiteboard
I
up in your
whiteboard
house.
in my office, in my house, in my room. So I write certain things down that I want to kind of continue. So right now it's like around success. It's more so work driven because it's in my office, so like daily reminders in that case. But I do want to start adding more different things. So when my son comes in there, he reads it too. So
I got a way that we don't really talk about. I do daily visualizations. That's my vision board in my brain. I visualize what life I want, what I want to accomplish, the goals that I have, and I think about accomplishing those every single day. 10 minutes in bed, right before I pray, I just lay there, close my eyes, and think about the most abundant life that I could have, the most abundant family I can have, everybody healthy, everybody wealthy, everybody good, and I just keep pouring that into my mind.
It falls into the law of attraction,
exactly.
You know,
That's
that I fully believe in, which, you know, it's a bit of what I think I didn't necessarily articulate it the best in the last episode, last episode. But it's that thought of like, if you change a lot of those thoughts that you have that seem to be the daunting, negative, anxiety-inducing thoughts, and you truly change your mind, and the only reason why I believe it is because I've lived it, of like, hey, you can't be successful talking to yourself like this. Like, there's no way you can do this if every step you're concerned or like whatever. And so I fully believe that like if you envision that you can have it in your life, you'll end up seeing it. And again, it may not actually be how you thought it was, but it'll still be in that exact same realm of like, hey, you look up and you're like, man, I'm 55. No, I'm 55 and like my parents haven't had any issues. My cousins haven't had any issues. You know, like it might not be something that you realize until a little further down the line, where to your point of like, my family's healthy, everybody's fine. And then maybe the first time someone gets sick, you start to be like, oh my gosh. But you're like, well, it's been a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so to your point, right, we got the poster board, we got the whiteboard, we got visualizing your mind, we got the apps, we got screensavers, backgrounds.
Oh, so my partner and I, Mans and I, we're doing something new this year. We're actually going to do like a planning for each other for the next year.
Like a couple's?
Yeah, like a couple's
for each other,
goals.
for y'all life together. I love that.
And like, where do we actually want to go? What do we want to see? Like, and how are we gonna together work towards that? Like, so we're going on a retreat to Miami.
Might as well.
We're going on a retreat, and we're actually carving out 2 days. We have a full agenda of like things that we're going to do. We've done our homework ourselves of like pulling expenses. What have we spent? Utilized AI to help kind of track like, hey, what are the actual reoccurring? What are the things that we overindulge in? Where, you know, what are the things that we see that we can maybe cut down on? What actually goes to business? What doesn't? And actually see like, okay, how are we setting ourselves up for the things that we're talking about? Like, okay, if we want to buy a house, how's this really looking for us? What are the expectations? What's the plan here? Is this coming out of you, me?
I seen a movie like that called Couples Retreat.
Oh, really?
It was but that's I think that's a really dope business model, honestly. Like,
I know we should create a retreat for the couples every year. We're only on a plan once a year, and y'all can plan your life. Married couples, couples in relationships, new couples.
So and actually talking about like goals.
Some for single people too.
Again, I'll say this like this, like, you know, just dating. And it's over the years. I don't think women understand how much men really spend on women. I just don't think so.
We're going there.
No. I mean, not to make this a gender wars, but I can confirm we don't. It's a thought.
Okay.
You know, like it's a thought.
Yeah.
It's a thought, but like we definitely have no idea. Like if you started parsing out like what dates are,
this was you,
and like cut them in half.
This is I didn't see you.
This is me. This is you. But that brings up a good point for vision boards and planning for the next year. Looking back. We always talk about
always have
forward,
to look back to know the behaviors of how you're going to move.
You said a good thing. That's what I do every year. In every year, I pull all my bank statements, all my credit card statements. Now I put it in ChatGPT and tell it to analyze it. But I used to analyze my spending habits to forecast what I should do next year. Budget. Actually, budget. I don't stick to my budget, but at least I'm going baby steps. At least I'm analyzing that information, that data. But that's just financial, right?
But even with that, it's like what I think people don't understand in analyzing the past is like just even knowing that I think the way I've kind of shifted my mindset around financial things is like, what do I spend naturally?
Yeah.
what really is
Yeah.
excess that I could comfortably give up? Because I'm going to always fail at these budget goals if I start taking away the things that I actually enjoy.
Right.
And so shifting that mindset of like, no, I need to budget in fun. I need to budget in things, but I need to understand what that normal spend is.
Yep.
And also be like, all right, now 2000, I mean, this is not my spend, but I will say my biggest issue is food. I like food.
I
like
would have
eating out.
expected that for you. I would have expected shopping.
No. No.
Wow, food. You an eater like that, huh?
Ew.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Big pause. Janita the eater. Janita the eater.
Oh, please edit that one out.
No, it's that in. Janita the eater.
You don't have to say
Right.
it again. But no, yeah, it's because I like nice food.
Yeah, okay. That's real. You do
like,
3 courses of some really
like
good
nice
restaurants.
foods. And
it's
that's my
expensive.
problem.
Yeah.
Is more of that of like, oh, okay, I'll eat out once a week.
Yeah. That's good on the financial
I
side,
know,
right?
yeah.
Like me, also looking back, I go to therapy every week. From my mental side, I'm thinking about going every 2 weeks. So this starting to become like, we ain't talking about it as much, but we're going deep. But I feel when I've had those breaks and during a holiday where we had to take a couple of weeks off and I come back to them, I feel like I'm getting more out of those sessions than every single week, right? So thinking about how I play.
Markers of healing, by the way. You should be proud of yourself.
Oh, yeah. So thinking about my mental health as well, looking back on what I did this year to help my mental health and what I might change next year to, increase that capacity and become a better man overall.
Mm-hmm.
So looking back is very important as well as looking ahead.
Yeah.
It's all about growth. And again, I just think we have to continue doing those again, visit every week or every 2 weeks. Do those monthly checks on yourself or quarterly, right? So again,
quarterly.
My
Yep.
10-year goals is on my calendar. I look at it every 3 to 4 months. But again, there's some long-term goals, some really, again, I want to have that boat in 10 years. So I'm working my way towards that now, right?
Yeah.
So little things like that. But it's also about, just personal.
Now, question for you.
Mhm.
How do you then get that? Because I know some people have a hard time with, it's a 2-part question. One, how do you create 10-year goals that you feel are realistic and attainable, even if they might be a stretch goal?
Mhm.
Like, how do you determine that for yourself is the first part. Then the second part is, for a lot of people, it can be daunting to like say, okay, I want a boat.
Mm-hmm.
But shit, like, how do I even
What I
take
can start
small
with?
bites
Yeah.
out of that elephant? So,
Yeah,
What
I
do
think
you-
a lot
what
of
do
it
you feel?
is research and working way backwards, right? Almost like reverse engineering. So from a financial standpoint, is I wanted to do simple things. I wanted to max out every savings account I could, right? So from a salary perspective, the 401ks, the 529s, how do I get to max this out? And honestly, it might happen it could happen in the first year, it might happen in year 6. So again, I'm just working towards those goals year over year. So it's steady increases that happen along the way.
Mhm.
So I think is those specific measurable goals is something that it may or may not be attainable, but I'd rather shoot for the moon or shoot for the stars, land on the moon.
Mhm.
And it's okay to reset and look at that every 6 months or so. So if I need to increase it, I'm not going to scale back, but if I need to increase something, I'll increase it. So like this
I
10-year
gotcha.
goals almost like, 'cause it's like ongoing. It's not going to change. Similar to what Otis is saying, if he's visualizing this abundant life for himself, it's only going to get bigger and bigger and bigger as he learns more and becomes more experienced around certain things. It's just going to get broader. So I'm just working towards those, when we say those 6 or 7 key areas, but I can go back, cross out, and also add to it though.
Mhm.
So yeah.
So I've taken this from my corporate setting, the SMART goal setting, right? So
It's very
for
effective.
our audience, SMART is an acronym for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant,
And
time-based.
Time-based, yep.
So that's for people who don't know where to get started. Like just
Yeah.
start there. Use the SMART goal methodology to just start mapping out those different areas to figure out this is my goal and this is the SMART goal methodology to help you understand how you can attain those goals.
Well, not only that, but I think it helps to validate if the goal is actually
Attainable
or a goal that
real.
it should be.
Yeah.
Because it's like that's kind of the key measure. Is like if you can't put a way to measure your goal, it's not a goal, it's a wish or a dream. You know what I mean?
Yeah, what's the biggest New Year's resolution every single year?
Losing weight. 1,000%.
Yeah, getting back in the gym.
Losing weight.
gym.
Get
I'm
back in the
starting
gym.
tomorrow.
So what's a smart goal around going to the gym, for an example? So would it be, I need to go to the gym twice a week to lose, I don't know, like 20 pounds or something like that within 6 months?
So let's say that's the goal. I want to lose 20 pounds in 6 months. All right. So you're specific with that. That's your specific measurable. 20 pounds this month. Then you break it down if you want to. I want to lose 10 pounds, 8 pounds a month or whatever. And then was achievable.
So then, the question around that is like, do I have a membership?
Yep.
Do I have it carved out in my? That's what achievable really means. It's not like, can I? Yeah, sure.
Right.
It's no. That's where the how comes in. It's like, okay, but do you have a gym membership?
Do you know how to work out?
Right. Do you have somebody helping you? Like, and then what's the R again? Relevant, yeah, like something that you actually want to do, whateher.
Yep.
And then time bound is your 6 months.
Yep. So there you go.
Yeah. Boom.
You can break it down.
Easy.
Lord, look at the twins.
One thing I want to talk about though, I hate Charles' 10-year goal plan.
It's hard. It was hard, bro.
Why?
One reason because 2020 COVID-19. If you would have asked me in January 2020, what's my 2 to 3 year goal? And I would be like, oh, I'm gonna do this, this, and this. And then COVID happened. It just fucked everything up. So anytime something like that can happen, it just ruin your whole thing. So I'm like,
that's kind of the philosophy behind the 12-week year is like, you can say even that of like, I want to lose weight this year. I want to lose X amount. And then unfortunately you break your ankle.
Yep.
And now you can't work out, not because of anything that you did, not because you're lazy, but just you have no clue what can happen in a year. And so sometimes it's better to have it. But when you have 12-week year, you're actually able to try and achieve more in a shorter amount of time that you have a little bit more predictability on.
Exactly.
But I mean, now granted, like 10 year, that's honestly why I asked about the 10-year thing, because my professional coach, my executive coach, he was saying like, hey, you need to do some 10-year planning. And I was like, this sounds stupid. Like, I mean, no, like I get it, but I'm like, it just feels more like I'm dreaming.
Right.
And I'm not really able to make goals, because it's like, if I looked at 27-year-old me, the goals I would have had wouldn't even be things that I would want for myself now.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, that was even pre-divorce. So we're talking at that point, I'm probably like, oh, I want 3 kids. I want this and this. And then life happened in a way that I could have never imagined. And I think I don't ever want to put myself up against something that will make me feel like I'm that big of a like life failure.
Yeah. So why I got the 10-year goals, because it's funny you bring the 27, 28 year old range where you were, but I was doing these 2, 3, 5-year goals, and I kept hitting them. I kept hitting them too fast. Like I wasn't setting targets further enough for myself.
Gotcha.
So I got to 28. And I don't know if you remember this. I got to 28, and I felt like I was lost. I had to go. I was talking to pastors, talking to therapy. Like I lost purpose. I got to 28 and didn't know what my next goals were, and I just stood there in place for about 6 months. So it's like I need some real far out goals I need to just chase, and that's what I kind of got to that. Go get the 10-year goal. So I broke it down to friends and family. I broke it down to health, right? And it's funny. One of the lines on the friends and family, it says, intentional couples retreat. Wow. I did this years ago.
That's crazy.
And you about to plan the next year.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
So yeah, we're going to see how I don't know. See, again, I say who was going to do it. I said I was going to go to one.
Yeah. What were your categories? Friends and
family, health, money, career, home environment.
I love that.
Fun and leisure, and then personal growth.
Those are some good categories.
So it's just in some stretch. In mind you, a lot of these things I could have knocked out in a year, but I just know realistically I put a lot of things down there. So I do think sometimes people put too much on those vision boards or set themselves up for too much. It's like, well, let me focus on career, let me focus on family, and there's certain things that are going to overlap, right? So it's like, it's not as
career
hard as
money
you think it is. But it does take time to put all it. Like, what do you see yourself in 10 years?
Yeah, I mean,
retired.
Well, so I've always said this. I said I'm gonna be retired by the time I'm 45.
Okay.
I don't know how I'm gonna get there.
You got a little bit over 5 years to go.
5 and change.
Because that's my new 10-year goal. I said by 50, I want to retire.
See, it's interesting. I don't aspire to retire.
Well,
do you know there's no Japanese word for retire? There's no word in Japanese. There's no concept of retirement.
But I just feel like this goal to not work feels like then I'm losing my purpose.
I think retiring means, again, or working for ourselves alone, right? So out of the corporate space, that's what I mean when I say retire.
Yeah,
so my retirement is like most, I want to either be a college professor or just go coach.
Okay,
yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah,
and be able to do the thing you love. Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I learned that in this book I'm reading, Ikigai. It's a Japanese word for
African.
I am African.
So much for his African
I am African, but I need to learn from other cultures. So yes, I'm reading Ikigai. And Ikigai stands for a reason for being. And it has these different quadrants, right? And one of the main things is talking about like your goals and your vision. But like they interviewed this island, Okinawa, and it's the island that has the most 100-year-old people in the world, right? It's a blue zone, they call it. And so those people they wrote a book interviewing these people about how they live their life. And one thing was about they don't retire in Japan. They always move in. They're always they found their passion, so they don't feel like it's work.
Yeah.
Right. So they're just continuing to do their passion their entire life. And it doesn't feel like I retired from my career because I'm just doing what I love every day.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I saw that with my grandfather. He worked until he was 91 as a waiter at a like very upscale restaurant in North Carolina. He would drive out there every day. He worked there forever. The people there treated him so kind. And I mean, granted, it was also because of the age, but I mean, even after that, he still lived another 9 years. And so it's just like, I think there's a lot of power in like, because everybody be like, Ted, why don't you retire? He's like, well, for what? Like, that's what I get to wake up and look forward to. So I do feel like that, I think for me, more of my life thing is like, I don't want to peak.
Yeah.
Like I don't ever want to peak. And I feel like retirement feels like a peak, a like desire of something to like say, okay, I made it here. It's like I never want to peak.
Yeah.
Ever.
It's funny you said
or if I do, I want it to be at like 70.
Yeah. I just told my mom, I said something about being in my prime. I was like, dang, I ain't even reached my prime yet. And I'm 40 years old. So to your point, like we're always growing, always elevating.
Like even especially hearing things like, oh, I'm gonna earn the most in like possibly 10 years from now. I'm like, bet, that sounds great.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like,
now,
but when you think about it, and like even sometimes when I'm reminded of like people that I see that I might be inspired by or that like I want to be, they're not 37. None of them are my age. Like they're all older. They've all done a lot more things. So it's like, okay, a lot can happen. But anyway, as a whole, the 10-year plan is a little daunting to me.
So y'all know I'm a tech. We all kind of tech. I'm a tech nerd. So what kind of tech tools outside of what I named, the Grit app that can track it daily? I use Asana too for my project planning, but like for my life, because it's a project management tool. But most people use it for corporate.
Let's speak to most people who probably not.
Yeah. But like what other tech, like I read about using a vision folder on your like Google Drive online. So you can, instead of doing it on a poster board, you do it electronically and you put those images in a folder. I mean, so you can go to those images.
You can do that. But also, I think without even it being too complicated, like on the iPhone, you can do daily tasks. Like there's a tasks app. And if you wanted to, you could actually load in your goals there. So every day, configure your phone so it has the little quadrant, the little square with the calendar, and it can have your tasks up there for you too.
Yeah, I do a lot of my notes.
I do it in notes. I do a lot of my notes.
So many things in my notes.
That you can do it there just so it also just doesn't have to feel like, oh, what app is perfect for me? Like just start simple.
It don't have to be this big grandiose thing. It can be very simple, and small changes can have a bigger impact than these big things that we think about. So
one thing I did want to revisit though with you and like your areas in your 10-year goal, something that I actually learned in my certification for coaching is when you do that, the best way to attain it, and you said it, but I want to make sure the audience hears it, is the key is even if you have those goals, you really should only focus on maybe 2 max of the things to do at any given time. Because then, I mean, it's that same philosophy that I personally have for like anything. It's like I could do 4 tasks in a week, or I could do one really well and actually be done with it and not have to revisit it because I gave it 100% of my focus time instead of splitting it and giving it 25% for 4 times the amount the time that I could have. And it's kind of similar with goals where it's like you have these 10-year goals, but I'm sure, well, because you said it, it's like you might not focus on all of them at once because it could be, oh, I want to run a marathon, but this year is not a good year to run a marathon because I got all this other stuff to do. So we can move that to year 4 instead of saying, oh yeah, I want to run a marathon. I want to 2x my business. It's like, all right, now you ain't got time for that, you know?
Yeah, that was this plays on my word for the year was focus, right? Because multitasking was one thing I had struggled with because I'm always trying to do a bunch of different things thinking I'm being productive. I think the quote is like, multitasking is the killer of productivity. So it's like, I'm trying to do 10 things at 10% each versus one thing at 100%, which I actually started using the Pomodoro technique. And that is a technique where you work focus on one thing for 25 minutes, take a 5-minute break. You do that 4 times or 3 times for 90 minutes, and then you take a 15-minute break. So they say you can't do anything. So now if I want to check email, I have to force myself to check all my email for 25 minutes, close that task out, and then the next 25 minutes, I can go, create some other deliverable that I got to do. But it keeps me focused on one specific task. So take it as you wish.
All right. So to round us out, I'm curious, do you guys have your word, maybe a goal to share, something to maybe share with us or the audience?
Yeah. So what I'm going into next year with is, choose your heart. No matter what you do in life, there's going to be obstacles, there's going to be difficulties, but we have a long life to live, right? So just choose your heart and just put everything into it until it's easy. Choose your heart.
I love that.
Hard. HARD.
Not choose your heart.
Yeah, choose your heart. Choose your heart. Yeah.
I'm still working on my word and theme for the year that I always kind of figure out by the end of the year. But I have been building up on a lot of goals over the past few years. So 2026, I need to execute. So that'd probably be my word. I need to just execute on all these things that I keep just dabbling in and just get done. Get shit done. So that might be my theme and my word: execute, get shit done. Yep.
I haven't fully landed on it, but it is something around like empowerment and like this like higher level of confidence. Just because I can tell with what's in front of me, I can't like have any doubt. Like the doubt can't come from me. And it's been interesting in this mode of even having some people close to me really like say things that you're like, wow. And it's not that I think they're like, they don't really love me. It's not that deep, but it's like, damn, I really have to have confidence if I'm going to do this for real. Because if people close to me are like, well, do you think that this will do this? And it's like, yeah. Like I have to, and I can't take one person's opinion or one person's thought as like a shift in my mindset. So I think I can't figure out where it is because it's that too of like, hey, I need to be firm in what I believe for where I'm going, and I cannot let anybody influence. Like I don't want to be influenced. I want to influence. Like that is kind of where I think I'm trying to shift right now.
Yeah.
So
I like that quote. I don't want to influence. What was it?
Oh, I don't want to be
I want to
influenced.
influence.
But not in like the social media influencer
Of course.
way.
You're trying to be an influencer.
Yeah, but like I enjoy kind of where I move life slowly, which is like I quietly live in a very empowered state where I think I'm able to show, like people can feel where I'm at, where I'm moving to. But I want myself to really intrinsically, because I think I did better of not playing, what is it? Like playing pretend or feeling like I'm, what is the word? Imposter syndrome.
Yeah.
Like I don't feel like an imposter anymore at all, but I feel like there's another level to that that's like boss level, like
that's what I was thinking when you said it,
maybe just like stupidly, I don't know, like, I don't know, whatever. I almost want to put it in like white man audacity category, but that's another day.
Yeah.
Oh man. So with the new year, I know I'm excited and ready. And again, kind of like I said, I'm really proud of us for what we've done.
Yeah.
We're wrapping episode 27 in the year of 2025. I at least want to say thank you to everybody, friends, family, people who are new, that don't know us, that continue to listen to us, people who share us. Like, thank you guys so much. We will be back.
Yes,
we will be back.
Season 2.
Yeah.
And so we'll see y'all in January. But I don't know, guys, is there anything you want to give the people before we head out for 2025?
I want to echo your comments. Just thank you to everyone for watching, liking, subscribing, sharing, all the stuff that I ask y'all to do every episode. Y'all actually do. I know we've heard people come up to us and say, yo, the podcast is dope. Keep doing it. Even though I would like to be way bigger than we are, but it'll get there. We will get there in due time. So thank y'all for supporting us. Continue to support us. Continue to give us feedback. We actually listen to the feedback and put it into our episode commentary. So we love y'all. Thank y'all. Have a great new year. Be safe in those streets, and we'll see y'all in January.
We're doing the same thing.
I don't know if you want to, or we can just sign up.
It's been a long 6 months. It's been an enjoyable time talking about our stories, sharing them with you guys. Thank you. Happy New Year. Love y'all.
Yeah.
Peace.
See you next year.